Welcome to Fairy Tale.
ちょっと汚れたスーツケースを持って何も知らずに空から降りた地図の向こうここに山上夢見た憧れの場所 Yeah 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 Rock City boy Yeah 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 Rock City boy
I am Natsu Dragneel.
I'm Gray Fullbuster.
I am Elfman.
I'm Julia.
I'm Lisa.
I'm Charles.
I'm Loki.
I'm Happy.
I'm Mira.
I'm Erza. I'm Lindsay.
We are Fairy Tale. We don't live like we have already. Oh, God damn it.
Yes.
My magic arc of time manipulates my wedgie.
I'm Naruto. Wait, shit.
Aha! I suddenly see the fail in this plan.
I'm always needing someone.
Well, I can do that for you.
Like a good neighbor, Moo Moo is there. And can I get a ham sandwich?
I want a sandwich.
I wanna be a sailor, me as recently as this is me. Pretty please, I'm bursting a piece with ecstasy, with SGs. Rhyme and rhino, sound like rhino. What's next up with a blackjack bottle? When I stay home, you say hey, and now you feel coke. I'm nailed it.
Alright, so welcome to Fairy Tale Podcast. We're just doing the straight out manga recaps, and they're not going to be dubbed like we normally do. We're just going to kind of go through them, and then next week we promise we'll be back with the full show. This way it makes everything easy, and I don't have to edit a lot, so that makes things glorious. And we found some really, really funny stuff the last time we did this, because we did the same thing on Konoha Corner, because we needed to catch up, and we figured out that from now on, instead of calling him Kabarochi, he is now called Orochi Jackson. We will come up with some funny random crap throughout this entirety.
I was really hoping Captain Falcon was going to show up in this manga.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. We start off with Fairy Tale Manga 275, and the first part is the Grand Magic Games Day 1 results, which shows the horrible standings of Fairy Tale and then the awesome standings of Sabretooth. I like how the first thing we get is like everybody's drinking, and of course Kana's one of them. I don't know if that's a pattern or if she just has a shiny swimsuit top, but whatever. And then everybody's at the bar drinking. Natsu's got his happy face. This is my happy face. Can I just say that Panther Lily is standing by a bottle? And I'm like, is the kitty cat getting drunk? Because that would be awesome. But let's see.
Drunken pussy.
Right. Lucy and Gray are in a hotel together, but they're not doing the nasty, so that's kind of sad for, I guess, everybody that wants to get Lucy and Gray together.
Not sad for Juvia.
They're just kind of feeling really, really bad about the fact that they lost in the games together. Oh, and now we actually do get a Gray Lucy moment, and Gray's about to walk out, and Lucy's like, "No, don't leave me alone. Lucy, I really like you." Bah. And then we find out that the whole thing was just going on in Juvia's imagination, and Gray and Lucy are like, "The fuck is wrong with you, woman?" So,
Insecurities.
yeah.
I was about to have a heart attack when I read this manga.
Levy is asking Lucy if she's okay. Lucy's like, "Yeah, I'm cool." Fairy Tale decides it's going to have a party. I love that it doesn't matter how shitty they did. They're still going to have a fucking party and have fun and everything. And I'm like, yeah. So we get this whole party thing. And I like how we got Jalal sitting up there, like, on the roof of the building next door as Mystagon, just kind of doing his thing. We get more evil bad guy talkingness with Square Nose. It's really, really
Square
weird.
Nose? Yeah, he looks funny.
Squarington. And then get back to the bar. I don't know what the hell is going on, but apparently Natsu beat the crap out of somebody. That guy's pants are down. Do I even want to know why his pants are down?
Wait, where?
Oh, they are. Holy
Page 13.
He doesn't even have boxers on.
Who's up next? Give me your best shot. And this guy has his pants down. And Natsu's like standing on a table triumphantly, like he beat the hell out of him, but whatever.
I love,
Yeah.
love how Levy's stuffing Gajil right there. That's so cute.
Oh yeah,
Wrapping her arms around him.
interesting.
I am totally in love with Gajil Levy now.
I like how Gajiel wants to fight Natsu, and Lexus is all like, no, if it's you and Natsu, it won't be fun anymore. And Gajiel's like, oh, bring it on, damn it. Like, now he wants to fight Lexus. You've become such a peace-loving guy now, Lexus. Yeah, again, Levy's all like, no, stop it, Gajiel. I'm like, the fuck? Then we get introduced to a new character, and he is drinking Kana to the floor, which is not something easy to do. Everybody's like, oh my god, Kana lost a drinking match? No way. As a trophy, he takes Kana's, like, top, so her boobies are all hanging out.
Treasure ever.
Yeah, right? And
Poor Kana.
then he gets knocked to the ground by the fourth master because the guy's just really, really fucking drunk. And then he beats the hell out of both of them. And I think he walks away with his bra still. No, the guy was passed out and still beat everybody up. Then you find out his name is Bacchus, and he is equal in power to Urza. So he's pretty strong. And he's the reserve member for Quattro Cerberus. So, yeah, that is a new character that will probably be showing up later. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Ta-da.
Now we're getting a glimpse into what Charles has seen. And we see the destruction of a castle. And within that, and apparently Lucy is there.
At the bottom or something, I don't know.
All I know is I saw boobies, and that was the
With a
important.
shirt that's
Yep.
getting ready to tear open. Why couldn't it have gone?
She looks like she's just had some serious hardcore sex.
Oh my god. So anyway, moving on. 276, which is called Chariot, I believe, or the title of the thingamabobber. The game is called Chariot, but it's awesome regardless. So you got a bunch of different chariots. We've got Max showing up from the magazine
Weekly
again.
Sorcerer.
Yeah, the Weekly Sorcerer. We've got the Omaimon cosplayer there. So we have the worst possible outcome. I love this. You see people running on top of these moving objects, and then you see the faces on Fairy Tail. Like, everybody has the same face. They're like, oh, damn. And I'm like, please tell me they didn't pick him. Please tell me he didn't volunteer. Yes, of course. Natsu, the motion sick, ends up on transportation. But this is the interesting part. Gajil's suffering motion sickness, too. And so is, I think his name is Sting from Sabretooth. Yes. They're horrible with motion sickness. And I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on here.
And magazine guy's having a fit that's
He's
so
like,
cool.
everything he says is like cool on every level. We got this chubby chick that walks on the side. Oh, Ichiya puts like some special perfume in his nose that makes him faster. Then Bacchus just decides, oh, fuck that. I'm going to stomp on it. I'm going to stomp on this chariot, make all of them fly around. And I'm just going to go ahead and take the lead. And then chubby chick became skinny, which is like, I think every girl that reads this manga wants to know what the hell that concoction
does
is.
Choji have relatives in this series?
That's really wrong. Anyway, so Bacchus takes the prize and takes first place. Gajil's like, what the hell? I'm fine with transportation. And then Sting's like, so you finally got accustomed to it, huh? To being a real Dragon Slayer. Congratulations, newbie. And I was like, oh, damn! So becoming a true Dragon Slayer means that you suffer from motion sickness. And then I love how Mira's like, wait, Luxus too? And Luxus is like, don't say a word to anyone else. Juvia's like, I think it's kind of obvious already. But like, Gajil and Natsu are like crawling to the finish line, and Sting's like, what the fuck? Why are you trying so hard? And Natsu and Gajil say it's for their comrades, for 7 years of waiting for them and everything, and how tough everything was for them and how much they had to suffer. And it's really just an awesome, badass statement that kind of makes everybody in Fairy Tail cry. And it turns the audience towards Fairy Tail a bit, too, which is what I really, really love. It got the crowd on their side. And I love how... I like how Mavis is just kind of happy about this, and Markarov's just, like, bawling. But then you get back to Sting, and he's like, for the sake of your comrades, it's just trash. And that really made me want to kind of punch Sting right in the face. Just saying. Now we get to 277. Another standing in the Grand Magic Games, now that everything's kind of shifted. Raventail and Sabretooth have switched. Raventail is in first. Fairy Tail A and B are actually still last, but now they actually have points. They have 2 points apiece. So there we go with that. Now we get to the fight parts, and we have Natsu in the hospital because, you know, he's fucking motion sick. It's funny how Lucy's the one that brought him there, and at the same time, I don't see Gajiel in the hospital.
Yeah.
He's not in the sick room.
Gajiel's just stuff like that.
So Lucy's talking to Charles. She doesn't actually mention her premonition, and Human Grandine is like, the fuck, why didn't you tell her? And she's like, I'm going to think of it as a dream for now. This guy from Raventail fights Toby, this guy from Raventail's a real asshole. Dude. Yeah. Then we got Blondie again. But Blondie was looking over here.
Poor Toby.
Poor, dude.
He made me want to cry.
Like, Toby's going all out and being pimp and everything. And you find out this guy is a sand user. Toby's like, I miss my sock, or whatever.
He made me want to cry.
He's crying because he can't find his sock. And the guy points at his chest. He's like, it was in a place like this. You're such a good guy. Oh, I finally found it. He's like, this is what I'm going to do as a reward. Takes his sock and rips it in half. And that made Toby cry. And of course,
he made me sad.
Raventail just laughs. And then we got Bacchus coming up from Quattro Cerberus. And they're going to pick Elfman. So they're going to get out there and they're getting ready to fight and everything. And Bacchus is like, hey, why don't we make this more interesting? Let's make a bet. Your Nachad and little sister are some real beauties. If I win, lend them to me for a night. Both of them at once. Of course, that kind of pisses Elfman off, but the best face ever was Lisana in this. Like, she has that epic, like, the fuck face. It's perfect.
I think Mira Jane is funnier. She's like, you think that's gonna fly?
No, that's not gonna... No, I like Lisana's better. It's that whole, huh? And so now Elfman's all serious and everything, and Natsu wakes up, and no one is around him in the sickbay. What is going on? How will we ever cope? No! Alright, then we get to 278, which is a fun chapter, and it starts off in color and more talking about the movie. And Natsu runs to find that people have kidnapped Human Grandine and Wendy and Charles. He goes chasing after him.
Why is it always the cute one?
They said girl, they didn't know which one. Anyway, he's chasing after him. Some guy stands in the way and tries to stop him. Natsu punches him in the face, knocks him the hell out. Because that's just how Pimp Natsu is. The other three guys are like, we're totally going to fight. Who's behind us? And Natsu just beats the fuck out of them. Meanwhile, back in the tournament, Elfman is having trouble fighting against Bacchus, who isn't even taking this whole thing seriously.
You can't hit him.
You find out he actually has some pretty cool new Beast Soul takeovers.
Yeah.
With the cheetah and just pretty much everything that's on there. Like, this guy is pretty badass. Urza is saying that he hasn't taken this fight seriously because he hasn't had any drinks yet. He hasn't been drinking. Elfman has decided that he wants in on the wager now, too, and he says if he wins, the name of the guild, they have to change it for the rest of the games, will be Quattro Puppy instead of Quattro Cerberus. And because of that, Bacchus decides, okay, finally, I'll get serious, and starts drinking. Elfman hits Beast Soul, and in 7 hits in one instance, and you find out that he uses a new technique called Lizard Man, where he's covered in like all of these scales, and it does damage to the guy's hands.
He reminds me of the lizard guy from Rave Master, like a lot.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay, so dealing with Rave Master. Anyway,
I'm sorry.
This is a very good strategy right now. because it's the way that Elfman can pretty much stand his ground. This becomes a battle of wills, more or less, because they're both on the ground at the conclusion of this fight, except Bacchus stands up towards the end, and everybody's like, "Oh shit, it's over." And I love that Bacchus says, "You are a man," and then falls over. So Elfman wins. And I love the reaction from Quattro Cerberus. They're all like, "Puppy?" So Elfman secures 12 points for Fairy Tale. Hell yeah.
Which is pretty badass.
Then we get back to Natsu, and and he says that Raventail was the guys behind the kidnapping of Wendy and Charles. And then you get back to evil Square Nose over here, and you find out that it was actually them that started the actual issues. All right, we get back. We're back in the hospital again as soon as we start. Back in the sick room. Man, poor Lucia sure does have her work cut out for you. Or a Grandini in human form, whichever one you want to call her. And again, it's another color page. Urza's complimenting Elfman. Let's see.
He looks kind of black. He does.
He's covered in bandages. How does he look black? You're
His
so weird.
eye and his nose and mouth
Hey,
and stuff.
All right, this is pretty much this week's chapter. Right here. We finally got caught up to this week's chapter, so all right, we'll go into a little more depth on this one. Elfman's like, "Stop sounding like you're mourning me at a funeral. It's creepy." It's more or less. I like what Lisana says here. She's like, "Well, being strong has always been his only redeeming feature." And Natsu's like, "Oh, that's kind of sad redeeming feature." And I love how Elfman replies back, "You're the same way too." It's like, how dare you talk shit? And then the Raijenshu decide that they're going to protect the hospital area. And we get another awesome Elfman and Ever moment.
Yes.
So adorable.
Totally
And then
getting
they toss her in
Elfman.
bed with him. It's so cute.
Okay,
Funny.
so my next question is, isn't this like the first time we've seen Lisana wearing pants?
Yeah,
think
pretty
so.
much.
Yeah.
I'm like, Lisana's wearing pants. What's
I
up
thought it
with
was a
this?
skirt at first.
I did too, but she's actually wearing pants.
Instead of booty shorts.
Right? Go back to booty shorts. We missed them already. So we have more discussion about what's going on. Charles reveals the premonition, and then we move on to the third match, which is Fairy Tale Team B, Mira Jane Strauss. So we finally get their last name, Strauss. That is the question that has been eluding everybody. Elfman, Mira Jane, and Lisana Strauss. Strauss or Strauss?
Strauss. It's Strauss because my friend has a name that's spelled exactly like that. It's Strauss.
Well, we don't know if it is. So right now I'm going with Strauss and Strauss. So there. Versus Blue Pegasus Reserve member Jenny Real-Light. Wait, is this Disco Titties?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yep.
Disco Titties. Disco Titties. I like how Charles finally shows up and, like, Happy has a spaz attack. Like, that is
It's
the
so
most
cute.
adorable thing. She's like,
He loves me.
"Charles! I was so worried." Alright, already. The match is starting, isn't it? Mary Jane, please try your best. What? This? That? And then, obviously you can tell what's going on by Master's look, but I love the audience reaction to this. It's basically a swimsuit off. Yeah.
Best manga ever.
Mira
It was
is squeezing
fun.
her titty. That is the important part. But yeah, this is the best battle in the history of all battles. Though I find it hilariously funny that Natsu's like, "What's going on here?"
Erection
So is
achieved.
Trey.
Yeah, I think they're both saying it at the same time. I agree. Then we've got everybody's kind of reaction to it. I like how we have random bunny back there. Bunny bread. So a nice ass shot in the middle panel. Yeah. They're like, and then they decide that they're gonna keep going, and I like how I like how Omaimon here can't freaking pick one. Can't remember the guy's name. I think it's Jason,
don't-
right?
I don't know.
Weekly
I
sorcerer
don't know,
can't
but
pick
I'm
one.
liking
Yeah,
him talk. changes.
It's Jason.
Okay. Then we get glasses and cat ears and bondage, and I'm like, what the hell?
Why would
I'm
you?
Never
having
let
to
it be
more.
said. Never let it be said that Hiro Mishima does not cater to the fans. We get plenty of ass and titty shots, and then we get a camel toe shot.
Glasses and
That's all I'm
cat
saying.
ears and bondage. Oh my.
We get a camel toe shot, and then we get an ultimatum. How about the loser appear nude in the Weekly Sorcerer? To which
Nice.
nose bleeding.
And
I'm pretty sure the entire audience is red from nose bleeding. And I like
Oh,
how
that shit
Mira
is
just
cheating.
instantly agrees to it.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I love how
Right.
she's just like, sure, don't
Sure.
matter.
And then, now it's a battle. She's like, this is my battle form, all according to plan. Well, it's my turn. I like how Mira's just like, BAM! Beast. Like, this is a form of her Satan soul we haven't seen yet. This is like beastly. Like, what is that form? Demon Mira Jane Citri.
It's amazing and sexy.
I like how
and
she's
oh
like,
my
I've
God.
acknowledged your wager, and now I'd like you to acknowledge my strength. That. And then she fucking one-shots her like a beast. And then Victor Mira Jane, Fairy Tail B
Like a
receives 2
boss.
points. Like a boss. I love how Mira Jane transforms back instantly, and she's like, sorry, I look forward to seeing you in your birthday suit. She's like, no! But the best reaction is coming from the old guys. No matter who wins or loses, we're lucky. I definitely have to buy it. I'm like, oh my god. So now we get back to ominousness, and we meet the Minister of Defense, Datong, and he's talking to Square Nose, and Square Nose is telling him that the operation is actually complete, and that is the reason why they're going after Lucy. There is a forbidden gateway. What does it mean? And the next one is called Kakura versus Yukina, so I have no idea who these people are or what it matters to Fairy Tail, but we will see. So, all 5 of these, we're going to go ahead and rate real quick. Thumbs up or thumbs down for the first chapter. Charles.
Thumbs up.
Okay, Juvia.
Thumbs up.
Edo Lucy.
Thumbs up.
Elfman.
Thumbs up.
Loki.
Yeah, thumbs up.
Okay, Wendy.
Thumbs up.
All right, now I hope you guys were reading along or kind of just going along with me when we did this earlier. Because if you weren't, this is going to be a really difficult question for you guys to answer. What is something that you guys liked about chapter 275? Don't all speak up at once.
Count of titties.
Oh, I thought you were going to call on us.
No,
Yeah, that's what
no,
Okay.
I'm just letting everybody talk at once. We're just trying to get this thing over with.
Oh.
Count of titties.
I thought Juvia's fantasy was quite entertaining. I mean, I was a little annoyed at first until I realized it was a fantasy. Then I was like, oh my god.
I felt so trolled by that. I was like, really?
I just like
Me
that there's
too.
someone out there that can
Okay.
out. I just like that there's someone out there that can outdrink Kana.
Exactly, I love that.
Yeah, that was pretty
Someone
nice.
beat Kana.
All
I
right.
was
Never
so
off.
happy how Gray's like, no way that would happen.
All right, so moving on to chapter 576, which was the Dragon Slayer.
276.
Yeah, 276. Sorry, 276, which was the Dragon Slayer motion sick off.
Those guys are idiots, just saying.
Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs down.
Oh!
Chapter pissed me the fuck off.
Why?
I hated it.
Why?
Because the whole series, this whole fucking series, it's like, oh my gosh, Natsu's motion sickness. That's hilarious. BTW, all the Dragon Slayers are. What the fuck is that?
My thing though is, what about Wendy? Wendy doesn't get motion sickness.
Yeah, see, randomly. they
That's because
fucked
she's
the-
not a true Dragon Slayer yet.
Yeah, she's not. She's a wimp.
That's true.
That's why you're mad. Because you just found out she's not a true Dragon
Why do you
Slayer.
think she's not in the tournament?
Oh, I don't even care what that. It seriously bugged me that like Natsu's little special quirk is not special anymore.
Motion sickness wasn't that
I wouldn't
special to
really-
begin with.
I wouldn't really
I was-
call that a specialty.
It was.
I think
No, when I say that, I mean
I've got
like,
some specialty
something
for you.
something special to his character.
All right. Well, what did the rest of you like about this? Since you seem to think it had, you gave it thumbs
I
up
think-
potential.
I think it was rather funny that they all that they all had motion sickness.
Okay.
I thought it was
Because it was
hilarious
just
how they were all like dying on the floor, and they were still crawling forward.
I just love how Natsu actually volunteered for this.
Yeah. I was like, are you stupid? What? Okay, I love the crowd reaction to the Dragon Slayers having so much trouble. Just the open blank stares. That was like my favorite part of this chapter.
I'm serious. Those guys are such stupid idiots for choosing that one.
So funny.
All right, so we're moving on to 277, which is it's basically the Toby versus the Raventail guy.
I hated that. That made me want to cry.
And then, right after Toby versus the evil dude, I believe we start off with the first half of Bacchus versus Elfman, where they make the declaration that Bacchus wants to basically have his way with his two sisters. Yeah, have his way with his two sisters if Bacchus wins. So that is the chapter. Thumbs up or thumbs down, guys?
Thumbs
Thumbs
down.
Thumbs up.
Sideways.
Thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
Okay, so for the people that said thumbs down, why?
Because it made me so sad. I'm like, oh, poor Toby. Because he's adorable and I love him. And then you made me go and cry.
He shredded up a sock. He could just go to the dollar store and get another one.
But it's Toby. He's an idiot.
What, are you
Just
sure
like
you're talking about this? You're talking about that Toby or the,
Yes,
or the other
sweetie.
one?
It doesn't matter, they're both the same person, technically.
He had a sock around his neck the entire time.
He's
looking
an
for
idiot.
it and couldn't find it. Love him to death. He's an idiot.
Alright, so anyone else from the thumbs down camp?
I didn't like it because he was like, if I win, I'm going to rape your sisters. That's just not right.
He didn't
Yeah, that
say
was
he'd
pretty
rape. He just said they had to do what he wanted.
Same thing.
It's not rape if he asks first.
No, it's not. Yes,
First of all,
yes,
it was Elfman
It is.
who agreed to it. It's not like they agreed to it. So the argument was kind of invalid.
True.
Exactly. Troll face.
Yeah, but his sisters would have held him to it. Though I'd want to see Mira Jane riding that in her demon form. She would probably break that poor bastard in half. Alright, anyone else from the thumbs down camp, or did they pretty much cover it?
Just
Alright, from the thumbs sideways camp.
I say sideways because even though it was funny that Toby found his sock and it got shredded, it was, the first part was kind of boring, but I feel like the fights didn't last much longer. I would have loved for the fight between Toby and Mr. Snake Man to have lasted a few more scans.
Okay. And for the people that said thumbs up, why?
I just love Lamia Scale. I'm biased. I love that guild.
I love
she's
Urza's
not
reaction.
very...
Wait, what? Lamia Scale isn't even in this. Or wait,
Yeah.
no, they are. Toby. Okay.
Yeah, that's
For a second, I thought you were talking about Mermaid Heel, and I was like, wait a minute.
No.
Mermaid Heel, I support that guild.
Yeah, I know you do.
I love Lamia Scale,
It should be
and
featured.
Toby's just... I have the soft spot for Toby. Because he's so adorable.
Yeah, her soft spot is between her legs and nipples.
No. That's for Leon.
Okay, so anyway, moving on.
Oh my.
So we move
Wait.
on to 278, which is Natsu chasing down the bad guys and beating his ever-living snot out of them. We
That was
also
pretty
get a color page of Kana squeezing Lucy's boobies. More epic movie announcements. Natsu punching a guy with guns. Then we get back to the fight with Elfman and his, this was the cheetah armor and the lizard man armor, and him beating up Bacchus after Bacchus got all drunk and thought he was going to be a
Are
vamp.
you sure it was Cheetah because he said wear a tiger?
It looks like a cheetah. That's all I'm saying.
Why does it say tiger then?
I don't know. Maybe the translator said.
Because-
I don't know.
exactly.
I said it looks like a cheetah. I'm going with cheetah. Anyway, go into the
So we're
lizard
cheetah.
man. Don't stuff the details. Cheetahs have spots. Tigers have stripes.
This is extremely true.
They're great.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, and Bacchus loses, Elfman wins, and Quattro Cerberus now has to call itself Puppy.
Quattro Puppy.
Which is amazing.
Which is fucking hilarious. Quattro Puppy.
Quattro Puppy.
So, thumbs up or thumbs down, guys?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Up.
So everybody says thumbs up. Why?
Because Elfman finally got to be badass.
Yeah.
Drunk guy got his ass handed to him.
Yeah. I think I know Elfman and I were talking about this right after the chapter. Actually, when the chapter came out, I was like, Elfman, you have to read this chapter. He's like, why? I was like, because you're a BAMF. We're sitting there playing Mass Effect, and I made everybody stop playing Mass Effect so that they can read Fairy Tail
He's
just
Godzilla.
to see how much of a BAMF.
He literally turns into Godzilla.
No, he doesn't, because then he'd walk up to a city and be like, oh shit, Legos!
Not Mr. Pigeon!
Alright, so since anybody else got any comments about that, or are we going to move on to our next one?
Just move on to the best one.
Alright, then we go to 28, which also has an awesome color spread. And
You mean 79?
yeah, 279,
279.
sorry. And it's also got an amazing color spread for the movie. And the opening page is color as well. And we've got Elfman in the hospital, all the jokes and the random couplings, Lisana in pants, and the baby, this is the greatest battle ever kind of thing. Disco Titties versus Demon Jane.
Yes.
And we get to find Mara Jane's last name. Yeah. All right, so thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
I give it 3.
Yeah, you would.
And the third one's not even a thumb.
I'm pretty sure that's true.
I need to buy that.
Don't lie. You're supposed to.
All right, so no, not really. All right, so we got thumbs up. Do I even need to ask why?
Swimsuits, bondage, girls with glasses.
My favorite part was Erza's final form, not the sexy parts. The sexy parts were amazing too, but
No. You mean Mira's final form?
yeah, that's what I meant. What did I say? Erza?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I meant Mira.
Titties.
I like the fact that
pictures.
Urza actually complimented Elfman.
Yeah, that was
I
awesome.
like that.
Yeah.
Like that Mary Jane did stuff.
Alright, so this has been the manga recap, or the manga quickie, if you will. I am Natsu Drag Neil.
I'm Charlotte, and I'm not going to tell you what I saw because you're being mean to me.
I am Elfman, and I'm so proud of my sister.
I'm Juvia, and I don't really know, but our team is awesome.
I'm Loki, and Sorcerer's Weekly, here I come. Literally.
I'm Lucy, and oh my god, the fan service. I will sleep good tonight.
Lucy Ashley?
Ed and Lucy's actual name is Lucy Ashley.
Okay.
I'm Wendy, and why would you swim in a bondage suit? Shouldn't that be used for other things?
Don't question it.
Well,
There's many different ways.
I'm not sure I want to know. Alright, so that is it for us. We are signing out. Peace off from the greatest guild in the world. Fairy Tail!